Hey, you guys. Today I am going to do a little recording here, and let me get to my slideshow. So today is the 25th or the 26th, Monday or Tuesday, and I'm going to do a little bit of review of what's been going on. So I'm going to go into Schoology here and remind you that all of the daily docs are in the black folder. So make sure you're going to the black folder for the daily doc. It's kind of like your 3-ring binder. Okay, so things are all in there, and your binders are still in the back of the classroom if you need to access them while you're here, but you can't take them home, but you can use your binders if needed. Distance learn activities, of course, on your days that you're not in school, so that's in the blue folder, so please make sure you're completing those. And then your independent read book assignment sheet is in the red folder, so make sure that you're working through the independent reading and book assignment sheet 3-4, which of course is located in the red folder. It's right here, and remember that you're using that document, as well as there's a clue part on it. You only have to do clue 3 of the 5 times. And I also have the clue form right below book assignment sheet 3-4 if you would like to use that document. Now, not only that, but I also did make paper copies of vocab 4 and 5 if you want those instead. And I also did make paper copies of the independent reading or the reading sheet assignment 3-4 and the clue sheet. So let me know when I'm done here if you want paper copies of anything. Okay, so today if you would open up to the daily doc. So again, remember the daily doc is in the black folder. You find today's date, 1/25/126. Okay, so you should be able to find that. And then again, it's in the black folder. So open up the daily doc. I'm going to look at that a little bit with you for today. And then we're going to do some things together. Okay, so to review from last week, the last time I saw you, we talked a little bit about how if you want paper copies, you can get some paper copies of things. Set 4, Set 5 vocab steno pad or reading assignment sheet 3-4 or the clue sheets. I looked at the daily doc with you last time. I said that probably a lot of you weren't quite done with chapter 10 and 11, so I said that we would talk about that today. Then we'll talk about chapter 12 the next time, and the test is also next time. We talked about Set 5 vocab. The test was last Friday for distance learn, and it was timed for 50 minutes, so hopefully you got that done last Friday. Study the Quizlet in the Set 5 vocab folder before you take that test. And then a reminder again that you're finishing the bully because the test is this week, next time, and that your Set 5 vocab is all done, and we'll start Set 6 next time. Okay, so looking at today's document, now that hopefully you're all in there, and we're going to be looking just a little bit at some of the different things that are going on. We're going to talk a little bit about the chapters 10 and 11, what's going on in the cafeteria with Daryl and Tyree, and some of the events from chapter 11 and 10. We'll talk about chapter 12 next time, and the test is next time for the whole book. So if you're grateful, let's look at some vocab. If you're grateful, I want you to think about, when have you felt grateful? Okay, when have you been appreciative? The next one is bickering, and I'm just going to stop the video. When does someone bicker? When does someone fight or argue? I'm going to call on a few of you. And the next one, mock. Tell a time when you saw someone being made fun of or imitated, kind of mocked. Resolution. Who created a New Year's resolution? What is it? Or what type of resolution would you like to make for yourself? I really appreciated the flowers for my birthday. If I really appreciate them, was I thankful, mad, unhappy, or didn't care? Our teacher dismissed us from class when the bell rang. If I dismissed you, did I keep you, let you leave, or yell at you? And the last one, on my first day of high school, when I walked through the corridor and saw all the people, I was scared to death. So a corridor, if you're walking through a corridor, is that a gym, main office, cafeteria, or hallway? Okay, moving on to the vocab set 5 we completed last time. Again, last Friday you should have practiced the Quizlet and then taken the assessment in the vocab folder where it says set 5 vocab, and then the assessment is within set 5 vocab folder right there. So that's all in the vocab folder. There's the practice Quizlet, and there was the test. So we will be starting vocab set 6 next time. All right, the next part I want you to do is have this document opened, and I would like you to find a story called Fueling Up on Fumes. So where is that story? So you should have your Chromebook open at this time, and you're going to the story Fueling Up on Fumes. So you got to go to the pink folder, which is Prediction Strategy, using Clue. So we're going to talk about Clue right now. So click there, and then find the story Fueling Up on Fumes. I put the date there, 1/25/126. Okay, so we're going to open that up, and we're going to apply the Clue strategy to Fueling Up on Fumes. So this is, you got to do the Clue strategy 3 times for the reading assignment sheet 3-4 to something that you read, or even if you're reading, The Bully, you can use it for that. All right, so this must be loading kind of slow. This computer is slow here at school. So find Fueling Up on Fumes story, and then open that up. And I'm going to read the story with you, and then we're going to fill in Clue. There it is. It finally came up. Okay, so let me make this a little bit bigger right here. Okay, so I'm going to read the story, and then we're going to fill up the Clue strategy. So you should have your document open, and right now check for clues: title, author, picture, visuals, or reading clues. So when you look at this, what do you know by the title, author, pictures that the story is going to be about? Fill it in your chart here. Okay, so looking at the, obviously the title, Fuel, it's going to be something about cars. It's going to be something maybe about, negative things about cars, maybe. Okay, as you look at the picture. I don't know why mine keeps going away. So you got to look at the title, the author, and different things about the story as you go through. Okay, so that's what you put in for C. Try to think of 2 things. Then L, link to prior knowledge. What do the clues suggest? What do you already know? Well, I know that people are really concerned about fuel in our atmosphere and how we get our fuel. So I might put that. I might know from the picture that they have a problem with certain types of fuel because it says landfill, garbage, regular, garbage, super. So maybe from details, some people are concerned about the kinds of fuel. So you might put that in there. And then you uncover a prediction. I predict in this article that maybe they're going to try to think of different, healthier for the environment types of fuel for our cars. Okay, so maybe it's something like that. So I'm going to read it now, and then you see how is your prediction. Do you need to change it, make a new one, and what happened to examine the reading based on your prediction? Okay, so again, you're filling in that chart. So, fueling up on fumes. Garbage is cleaning up its image. Some people still turn up their noses at garbage. They think garbage is something to just throw away. But all across the world, organic kitchen and garden waste is being collected and turned into fuel for trucks, buses, and even race cars. The term for this new and renewable power source is biogas. Biogas is produced by the degradation or breakdown of organic matter in the absence of oxygen. The degradation produces a powerful mixture of carbon dioxide and methane gas. This gas occurs naturally in swamps and landfills that contain large amounts of organic waste. In open settings, this gas is harmful to the environment, but scientists have found a way to capture the gas and convert it into biogas. Sweden is the world leader in biogas production. It has more than 15,000 cars and several hundred buses and trucks that run on this new and renewable fuel. Biogas service stations are popping up all over Europe and Asia. How long before everyone will be pumping fuel that once grew wild or was grown for food? Okay, so now if I look back at my chart, I would probably want to uncover my prediction. I probably would want to change my prediction because really this is talking about biogas and where you break down other things to create a methane gas, okay, or a gas that's natural. So in our reading, I want you to take a moment now to fill in CLUE. Okay, I'm going to move on the video here. So we completed a little clue strategy with the fueling up on fumes. Again, clue is what you're going to use when you fill in your reading assignment 3-4. You have to do clue 3 times from reading. Okay, now we're going to talk about the end of the book, chapters 10 and 11. Once I stop the video, we're also going to work on a couple of Kahoots, a little character review Quizlet, and the Bully vocab Quizlet. Okay, so we'll be working through those things once I stop the video. Okay, so we're going to discuss chapters 10 and 11. We talked about the fueling up on fumes. So that's one thing we discussed. We also want to remember that set 5 vocab was already due and the test was last Friday. You want to make sure you're finishing reading assignment sheet 3-4. That was also due, and then you have to do the clue thing 3 times. Don't forget the bully test is next time. And then you should have finished a couple set 6 vocab either on paper or on the document itself as you see here. Okay, so I'm going to stop my video now and we're going to work through. And let's find my video here. I got to find it. Stop. There we go.